Alright, today I'm just making another kind of simple video because I'm doing some stuff today. So I was going to talk about something different. It's not going to be a movie review, but I'm going to kind of be talking about a movie that I just saw. And I just went to see Tag, like we literally just got home from the theater. But I want to talk about comedy as a genre in general and kind of how this movie compares. Normally my movie reviews, I talk about a movie and kind of my thoughts on it and sometimes more technical aspects, sometimes just things that I liked or didn't like that much. This, I kind of want to talk about how I thought it compared to other comedies, because I think that there are a lot of things that some comedies do well and other things that a lot of them do poorly, and then I'm going to have some other examples that I'm going to kind of go through, whatever. Anyway, first off, I'll just say that I thought that this was, as a comedy movie, like in the genre, it was pretty good. You'll see a lot of the kind of very simple comedy movies. I'll use Office Christmas Party as an example. That's just like, the plot of the movie is not good, but there are jokes in the whole thing, and so it's, you know, it's maybe a funny movie, but it's not like the story is good. And the other one that I can think of right now is The Night Before, that one with the guys. So like, they're not good movies, but they might be funny movies, and then people think that they are good comedies. Two different things. So I think that a lot of comedies, either they try to make it too funny, so there's not enough story for you to actually care and for the movie to actually be kind of good. And then with other comedies, there's there's too much kind of story, and it's like, it's just not funny. Look, story's the most important thing, of course, but I mean, sometimes you go into the theater and you're like expecting one thing, and then you instead get a lot of this story, but it's not a very good story. It's just that is a very prominent aspect in it. So they kind of missed like both things. Like they wanted it to be funny, which it was not very funny because they focused so much on story, and they wanted it to have a good story, which it just didn't have a good story because it probably, yeah. This is in a lot of cases. There are for sure exceptions, but this movie I thought was kind of pretty good at both. So I think I've said before somewhere that I think that Deadpool is a good comedy because it's both good at, like, a lot of the comedy action movies are not very good at action, or they're not very good at comedy, and Deadpool's kind of good at both. This movie was kind of good at like the story comedy thing. It had enough story for you to care and enjoy it. You know, enjoy the whole thing, and then I thought it was funny enough that, you know, like it was funny throughout the whole thing. I don't think that there was too many moments when the movie was maybe not very funny at all, but they were kind of delivering some story aspect. Whenever they were delivering some story type stuff, there were jokes throughout that. So it was like substantiated by something that you actually wanted to see. Not that you didn't want to see the story, but it was not what you really went for, I don't think. I'm comparing this movie more predominantly to other comedies in the same sort of genre than just movies in general. I think that as the type of movie it was, I thought it was great. I mean, as a movie in general, it's not like it's gonna win an Oscar or anything, but it was good. I enjoyed it, you know? It was a fun movie to watch. There's a lot of comedies where they might be kind of funny, but like, I don't want to watch it again because it was just bad. But I thought this one was funny. It was pretty decently good, or good enough. You know, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought the characters were good. I mean, it's based on a true story, or inspired by a true story, I guess is what they said. A lot of the ways that they did action and kind of some of the stuff that they did with Jeremy Renner's character, I thought was pretty funny. I mean, a lot of it's based around him, but you know, it kind of, if you watch it, you'll see like moments where it's his thought process. I thought it was funny. I don't know, like this kind of comedy movie, I guess, is what I would like to see more of, where it's not just like the easiest thing in the world, where they're not just like, oh, hey, we want to make jokes, here's the dumbest plot in the world, or like not even a plot. Because there was a story behind this, and then they wanted to make a funny movie about it, because, you know, it's already kind of a funny story. So basically what I'm saying is make a good movie, even if you want to make a funny movie, because funny movies can be good. I don't know. I guess if you're kind of trying to go into something like that, I would definitely go see that movie for sure. I mean, I'd go see that movie anyway. I recommend that you go to watch it and kind of see what you think about the movie. And then I guess if you have an opinion on it that's different or the same as mine, hey, let me know in the comments. Yeah, if you're someone that's kind of trying to break into this, I would go to this movie, kind of analyze some of the stuff that they do, and kind of see like what in the format they did right or wrong or anything. Like what do you like? So yeah, I guess that's kind of all I have for you today. So thanks so much for watching. That was kind of a video on comedy and tag. Goodbye.